What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Lowpes, and I am here with Mr. Alex, of course, as every episode. And today we are working on the CS6, and I have to install a oil catch can for the fact that I got a different valve cover, and it's a powder coated valve cover. So when you powder coat a valve cover, inside has a bunch of sand. So you have to cut the baffle out, and when you cut that baffle out, you allow oil to come into your intake, and I'll show you guys in a second. As you see, I have my valve cover that's been powder coated, and the oil's coming through here because we don't have a baffle inside anymore, and it's coming down into the intake. And you can actually see, if we touch it, a bit of oil, which is probably hard for you guys to see. But yeah, so that is happening, and we need to install an oil catch can. So we went with a Mishimoto catch can, pretty cool, carbon fiber, has your little carbon fibers. It's probably not real carbon fiber, but it looks cool because we have a whole bunch of carbon fiber on the car, and it has your little tubing over here to see how full the catch can actually is. So we're going to have to install it somewhere along this area. Let me just turn you guys around. So it's going to have to go somewhere along here, in here somewhere. We're going to figure it out because
what we're thinking of doing, because I figured it out, is we mount it to the...
You what?
Huh?
You what? You figured it out.
I figured it out. We're gonna mount it to the plastic of the ECU.
Oh yeah? I didn't say that. Wasn't that what I said?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I told you that.
Well, I figured it out. That's where I'm putting it.
Okay, sure.
Okay, that's where it's going.
Sure. Okay, so it's gonna go right here, and basically the tubing is gonna come from here
into here,
and then here into there. Ooh, I can't aim the camera. So from here, the tube goes into here, then from there into here. So it will eliminate the oil going into your intake, and over time, oil getting through your intake into the motor is not good. It could mash up the place, you know. If you guys are wondering, this is what comes in the box of the Mishimoto catch can. So you got all your lunges and plugs and whatever those things are called. You got your clamps, the bracket that sits up here, and comes with hoses. Ideally, I think I'm going to switch these over to the black ones eventually because they look cleaner. And then I think this is just a manual. But I noticed it does not come with any bolts or nuts, so we're going to have to look into the Jesus box and hope that Jesus, we have some in there. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you guys didn't see the project I did yesterday. So this used to be a nasty silver, and I just painted a nice gloss black. It looks very nice on the car. You don't see any more nasty silver of any type of sort. And you guys should, go follow me on Instagram. I'll tag it right here. Bloop. And then if you guys want to follow Alex on Instagram, because he had a nice project yesterday too. He waxed and buffed his whole car. Well, maybe not waxed, but buffed and cleaned his whole car. You can follow his Instagram right here. All right, let's get into it. So if you guys haven't noticed, I do not have a hood. I wonder why. And the worst part about this is the hood is gone. See you later, no more hood. Gonna get a different one. You guys are gonna see when it comes in, it's gonna look even better. So we got rid of it, but I left my drill and the socket set at my dad's house because we're building a shed. And if you guys didn't see me build the shed, because you can follow me on Instagram and then check my story, follow that shit. So I'm gonna go drive without the hood to my parents' house to get the drill and whatnot. I'm gonna be one of those cool race car guys. I hope I don't get pulled over, but I'm bringing the camera along with me. So if I do, you guys shall see. As you see, we got some race harnesses on, and unfortunately, we made a video, but it did not come out very good, and I don't want to post shit content. It was mainly just us breaking each other's balls and installing this, and I was not focused on...
Did they even see what it is?
No. Oh, yeah, they saw the hybrid racing already. Oh. I'm talking about the harnesses. Yeah, there's an episode for this. Wow, this guy doesn't even watch my videos. Shows what type of guy he is. Woo! So, since this is basically a universal catch can, you may have to do some custom work, and by custom work, this can be as simple as a bracket. I have this silver bracket here, and what we're gonna do basically is we're gonna attach these two together so that the catch can sit properly. And let me show you quickly what I mean. What we wanna do is basically put this up here, sitting like that, and then we're gonna attach it to the bracket that sits like this, and then the catch can will sit in this area right here. Just a little thing I'm going to do because I do not like how the silver looks here, right? So what I'm going to do is just paint this black quickly so it looks sleek and it goes along with basically this other bracket here. So just give me a second, you guys will see that. So to paint it, I'm going to use some engine enamel so it is rated for high heat, because obviously you're gonna have heat in your motor because your motor and everything produces heat, and you wanna use paint that will not flake off to do with heat or cold or anything like that. So this is what we are going with. I'll just get a nice close shot of that so you guys can see right now. So we're going with a Duplite color or Duplite color engine enamel, and that's what we're going with. We're gonna hit it up at least 2 times. So let's get to that. Much better. Looks a lot better in silver. Looks like it almost belongs together. If you put them side by side, looks like they almost belong together. And I got this at Canadian Tire for like $1 or something. So it's gonna sit like this with that. So let's get to it. Maybe just a little wet near the bottom, but I think we're good. So I found a bolt within the Jesus box, thanks to Jesus, because we have a ton. So this is how it's basically going to work. So it's going to work like this. I'm going to tighten it, and we're going to mount it upwards, and this will sit basically like this. But I still have to tighten this bolt, so it will sit, let me get in frame, like this. So just so you guys have an idea, I'm going to tighten this, and let's see how it goes. So now we have our custom bracket type of thingamajiggy. And then we have these 2 little screw holes that will go into here. And we will screw these in. Pretty self-explanatory. Except these are very, very small. So you guys can see, screws go in and it just tightens in like that with a very small Allen key. We're not going to put it in yet because we still have to put the bracket on the car, and we will get to that now. We actually dressed up, a little bit. Alex saw it and it was a great idea. It looks a little better, don't you think? Yep. Oh yeah, okay. All right, let's get to this, Sherlock Homeless. This is where we're planning to mount it, right along here. As you can see, we're using, I believe, that's a nice angle of your nose. So we're using metal screws, and we're gonna drill through this heat shield, I believe, right? And we're gonna try screwing it straight up into that. So let's see if this works. This is, there you go. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. And these are metal screws, they're made for metal. So that's what you guys are gonna look for if you're going to attempt to do this. If the mount is secure in place, then I'll show you guys what I mean. That's where we put it. Used a nice washer so it looks half decent. Another thing is you want to keep this at least a little lower than the actual valve cover, even though not that much, just so the oil can flow. You don't want to put it higher because it'll be harder for the oil to get through and it'll kind of sit back in there. So this is going to be a little weird, but let's see if we can make this work. We're going to use the original tube that came with the hybrid racing intake, and we're going to see if we can reef the shit out of it onto the catch can for now until we get proper hoses or a proper adapter to run the other ones. And I'm just going to, my battery might die any second, so I'm just gonna record till it dies. Alright, so basically we just reefed the shit out of it here. It's on there. Put the original one back in place. And now we just gotta, no kinks or anything, now we just gotta go from here to there. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple install. A little custom work, but very simple. I'm going to go with the braided lines eventually. and get the proper bunges and whatnot. They're called they're called bunges. Bungs or bunges, one of those. Some weird ass word like that. We found a hose. This is why you keep these things. I am a hoarder when it comes to hoses and all that type of stuff. And now we found a hose that well, it's going to work. Yes, Alex. Yes.
Thank you to Subaru.
That was from his Subaru. Piece of wood's good for something. No? That looks hella good too, no? Where is the notification squad? If you guys are here, make sure to comment, because I can barely get any comments in the videos. We get all these views, but no one comments. Where are you guys at? Where are my followers from? Type down below where you're from. Type down if you're a part of the notification squad, and if you're not, become part of the notification squad. Booyah! I could not find a clamp. Alex is trying to make it work, but I found a spoon stock lying around. So real. And let's dress her up a bit. Do I look cool or what? Am I a race car driver now? Authentic spoon sock? Anybody? Whoa! I'm gonna win contests now for sure. Engine bay contests. Yeah, for sure. So we're using this old rad hose we had. We washed it out, cleaned it, made it sure
No,
it's
it's
nice.
PCV valve.
It's a PCV valve, not by Ed. I thought it was this rad hose. But it's an old PCV valve, and now we're using a little bracket, kind of clamp bracket, to see if we can get it on.
And it's on.
There you go. Not too shabby. At least it's gonna do its job. So, as you guys can see, once again, we've used the custom bracket and basically mounted it to the top of this heat shield up here. Used our old hybrid racing hose because the hoses they gave us is too small. Ran it into the oil catch can, and from the oil catch can we used Alex's old PCV valve hosing and basically got it on here. So pretty simple install. I still think the spoon install was better, and it looks better. Took a lot more work, but there you go. It is in. Simple, easy, effective. Once again, I'll probably do the proper steel braided line eventually, just to make it look nice. But for now, it's gonna do its job because I was getting way too much oil in here. You guys know what time it is. It's time to say goodbye. Right, Alex?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It was a simple install, but an effective one. We had to do a bit of custom work as always, because nothing runs smoothly on the Honda. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do it once, do it right. Peace out, and have a good day.